Alright, so we've got audio, we've got my voice. I just need to check where the TV remote is. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last Crash Tag Team Racing stream because I'm pretty sure I'm going to reach 100%. Sure. Resume game. Alright, so if I go into the single player, let's look at the progress. 95% at the moment. So I went from 90 to 95 during the last stream. I'm just missing one diorama, one outfit, and the chicken challenges. But those, like, I want to say, not 8, 7 power crystals. I don't know what those could possibly be that I'm missing for the 100%. So let's jump into the park and... Actually, no, I didn't even need to jump into the park. I can just jump in through here. So Rolling Thunder's already done, I'm pretty sure, yeah? So all I'm left with is the Crashinator for Craters on Uranus, which has been the most annoying one. Not the most annoying, but it's been pretty annoying. And so what I've been using is, I think, Cortex's car? Yeah. Also, there's a fly in the room, so just in case if I like get up and you don't hear my voice for a bit, it's probably because I'm chasing that fly off. 90 out of 98 though.
Oh, I love that rumbling sensation. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I wish I could actually fire at these things rather than just, you know, drive and crash into them. But it's called Crashinator for a reason, because we're supposed to do exactly that.
Nice skid marks.
But yeah, I've adapted some new strategies, like turning by using my brakes and stuff.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Whoop. There we go. Like, I'm not slowing down completely, but I am like cooling my engines a bit sort of here and there to make sure that I can hit these things without them immediately turning and me being like, oh, I completely missed, you know, 1 or 2 bots sort of here and there. But honestly, I think I'm actually doing really well at the moment as far as numbers go. Like, if you look at the time to target ratio, I think I'm actually doing really well right now. Huh. 1, 2, 3 that were just completely missed. Ah, man. So I've missed about 4 then. Five, I guess. I can't really afford to miss that much more.
Now this is what I call an e-ticket ride.
Ah, missed another one. Yeah, so if I go like too slow, it's gonna be a problem, whereas if I go slightly faster, it might not be that big of an issue.
Pretty good pickup in this heat.
Wow. How the heck did I miss those two?
Steady.
You know what? 85, damn. Ah, that was annoying. Hey, Pelpa, you. Hopefully I said your name right. Sorry, I was just focusing way too much on the race that I like completely missed the message popping by.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Yeah, alright, I've already missed a few too many. But yeah, no, I had a pretty good like speed to
Love when that happens.
accuracy ratio, I think, for that last attempt. I had like something pretty good going on, and didn't really work out as well as I'd hoped, but hopefully this time around I'll be able to manage things a bit better. It's okay, you said it right. Nah, that's good, because you never know, like, I try to, like, say people's names right and things like that, but the thing is that, like, you don't know if you're saying it right until you, like, ask, and then there's lots of people that really don't ask, so it's just that type of thing. And plus, especially with the internet, like, some people have some real interesting names that I look at and I think to myself, is it pronounced like this or is it pronounced like that? You know? You just never know sometimes. I've seen plenty of interesting names, let's put it that way. Some more obvious than others because it's pronounced how it's spelt, but hey, you never know sometimes. Oh boy. Wow, I missed one.
Oh, I love that rumbling sensation.
Okay. Oh, 2? Okay, I missed 2. 3. I cannot miss more than 8, I think it was.
I feel the need for acceleration. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
But yeah, Cortex's car is actually big enough to where it's like, oh, I can actually like hit stuff with it.
Hey, pretty good pickup in this heat.
4 misses, I guess. 5 misses.
If madmen were meant to fly, our cheeks would be filled with helium.
Ooh, okay, so 5 missed far. I'm hoping I don't miss much more than that. Fingers crossed here.
Hey,
Oh
I
boy.
never read the landing procedure. Mad scientist coming through.
Was I at 1? I can only miss at most another 2. 1, 2, 3. No, I missed 1 too many. Damn it, really? These targets are all over the place. I hate that they're also moving as well. That's one of the most annoying things, is the fact that they're like constantly on the move. And that like if you're like turning a corner but they turn around, it's very easy to then completely, you know, miss a few here and there. Which makes these like robots like the most annoying things in the world to deal with.
When that happens.
But that being said, I think in that last attempt where I got around 85, like, had I gotten like the 3
Engage.
on the jump, I probably, like, again, 88 would have been so close. I would have been like, okay, like, I know I can do this. And of course, the less I miss early on, the more like leeway I have later on, which is basically the main thing that I'm wanting to aim for, is keep it tight at the beginning, have a bit of leeway at the end, which has always like done me well. And like, it's a solid strategy to have. The problem is that consistency is thrown out the window because these things basically are just moving by themselves. So ideally I want to like try and hit like the first 50 to 60 targets without missing one, ideally. But that's going to be a tall order, since I'm already like missing one in like the first 5, for example.
Burn, baby, burn, like
But
a
also,
disco
the biggest
inferno.
issue that we're having is not just the fact that I can only miss up to 8 targets, but also the fact that we're under a time limit of like, what, 2 minutes 13 to hit 90 targets.
Mad scientist coming through.
So we need to get real creative with like hitting these targets. Sometimes when you feel like you can speed up, but then you shouldn't, because like if you go try to take it too fast, you're more than likely going to miss far too many of them. So you need to be relatively accurate.
Who's your daddy?
I say relatively, but like, you know. Whoop.
Such power.
Yes, I've got the perfect 29 right here. So like so far, I'm doing perfectly. And then I miss one. Oh boy. One, not the end of the world, but it does make it difficult later on down the line. And especially at the jump, I gotta get like the 3 perfectly. No, I missed another one, so that's 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've missed 5 now. Because I missed all 3 of the ones on the jump. 6. Ah, man. Oh, boy. I can only miss at most 2 more, but I have to make it to the end and hit every single target, which is going to be pretty difficult to do, given that it's already pretty hard to like hit every target as is. Like that one in the corner, I feel like I always miss. Yeah, it's going to be unlikely. I'm going to hit all the targets within the time limit as well. Man, if only I just hit the 3 on the hill. It seems like the ones I miss before reaching this final area are the ones that I need to actually complete and get the gold, basically. That's why I think if I miss one, restart just immediately. Because I've got good speed going on. It's just slightly improving my accuracy. Because like I said, it's just basically down to like the last 2 or 3 that I end up missing beforehand. So even though I said, oh, I missed one before, no big deal. But I guess it did turn out to be a bit of a big deal because you need to get as many targets as you can. A leeway of like 8 possible misses is just too tight of a turnaround, if you know what I mean. Here we are. So, finally got that one that I had missed previously. About a third of the way through the number of targets needed to get that full 90. This, I think, might be the toughest Crashinator in the entire game. Just because of how many targets there are and how much time you get. It's not much when you really think about it. Now, I have missed 1, but like I said, it's not the 2. Okay, I've missed 2 now.
I've got lots of torque, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Yeah, okay, the main thing was that I get those ones on the hill. But I ideally still don't want to miss any. Like, I could be at 67 right now, well, 69 rather. 70, but you know, you gotta make do with what you've got, unfortunately.
Okay, Luke, I'm starting my run.
Ooh, boy.
I love that rumbling sensation.
Oh, I missed another one.
Vortex, hear me roar.
Oh, boy, am I... Is time gonna be called? I hope not. No, 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 no. I was too slow. Okay, that's what happened. I got 86. My accuracy was good. Had I not missed those 2, I would have been at 88. But regardless, like, it's clear that, like, oh, speed. Speed was the issue this time around. Was it that I took it too slowly? Yeah, if I feel like I'm driving too quickly, I should just make use of like this drift like I'm doing now. Because I seem to be doing pretty good with this strat at the moment. Ah, I missed one. But yeah. So I've missed 1, but my timing seems to be fine. missed 2, but again, that should be okay. Hopefully.
Who's your daddy?
3. Missed 3, but 4. Okay, I've missed 4 now. I think I've missed too many to actually be successful, I think, here. Maybe 5.
Mad scientist coming through.
6. 7, 8.
Whoa, I think I'm going to be sick.
I think it's because I did try to speed up that it resulted in me being like, okay, at the most, like, while I'm doing good time-wise, I'm not doing well target-wise. Okay, I can only miss at most one more target, but I have to hit the rest. Okay, I have to hit the remaining targets on the track. 8, 9,
Rolling.
90. Oh, hell yeah, I actually did it. What the heck? Oh, boy. Okay, you know what? Maybe a little bit of extra speed doesn't really hurt. Who would have thought? Okay, so that's the last race in the entire game that requires me to do anything with driving a car. Yeah, that's all the Crashinators. All the races are done. Fast laps, whatever have you. Sweet. Run and gun, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Astroland, and all the rest of it. Rolling Thunder, of course, how can I forget? Mystery Island, Happily Ever Faster, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Toontown, and Astroland. Yeah, cool. Battle arenas, of course, and stunt arenas, lest we forget. I'm pretty sure I've done all of the mini games, so then the question is, where are these last power crystals? 7 of them. 1 character outfit. Maybe if I do the chicken challenges, I might actually figure that out. I think the game is loading. Hold on, give me a second. I think we have some technical difficulties here. 1 second. I just blacked out the screen for a moment. Hold on, wait, what's this? Okay, restarted the game. Hopefully there's no issues with like saves or anything like that. Like anything being, what's the word? Not being corrupted. Fingers crossed. Oh boy, who would have thought? Now, please tell me that I'm still at 96 and that I don't have to redo. Cool, I'm not. Sweet. So let's enter the park. You know, this game actually loads fairly quickly. I feel like that's one thing that's interesting. Is that it doesn't take long. Right, now we've got the balloon guy above me. Let me just check out with him to make sure I've done all of the shoot-based ones. Actually, no, before I do anything, what I'll do is actually, I completely forgot. I do need to finish the, story stuff here. Like, as in, I haven't, gotten back Von Clutch's crystal, or, like, the power gem that's, the power crystal that powers him, specifically. Like, I haven't gotten that back yet. And I've completely forgotten to, so I probably should do that. Stupid ninja penguins. Getting in my way again. I mean, I don't really miss out on anything. It's just that when I try and, like, jump onto a platform and they get in the way, it just gets really annoying after a while. There we go, got him. Another one. Alright. So, just hoping that I can jump over these. Because, yeah, getting from place to place here in Astroland in particular is very annoying. The actual, how would I describe it? The platforming sections and stuff just really don't work in this place. Because you're not really platforming, you're just standing in the spot and waiting more than anything. Let's jump onto this one so I can get to the other side. Hey JG, how are you today? Doing very well, Spyro. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Hopefully you've got a relaxed Friday ahead of you, or that you've had a relaxing Friday. Come to think of it, what with it being Black Friday sales and all, have people been buying a lot of things? Because I have been, as all people should, irresponsibly purchasing objects and things that I obviously should not be buying because they seem to be cheaper than usual. Like how I got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 this morning, because obviously with it being a Game of the Year contender, after I finished Expedition 33, I did want to try out some of the other, you know, big games of the year that people are seemingly talking some high praise about. So I figured, hey, why the hell not? But yeah, Spyro, if you want to like let me know what you've been buying, if anything, as part of the Black Friday sales, let me know. That'll be an interesting bit of conversation right there. Willy Wumpa Cheeks. You will be stopped here. Also, if I do happen to finish this game a little early, I'll jump into some Crash Twinsanity, which came out before this game. Don't let Willy get away. Pull the levers to stop the rocket. Nice. I don't think a spaceship would work that way. With a key of all things. Crunch, Crash, and Coco, and now Pasadena as well.
Hand over that black power gem.
Hey, who you call it sour?
He's been blasted into like a million pieces. Ugh.
Oh man! That wretched Bandicoot foiled my plan for this amusement enterprise as the ideal strategic cover.
Yes, my lord.
Stop having fun.
Engine is the greatest.
Obliterate them.
Well written and very well voice acted for sure. Crash has got a chicken? Yeah, sure enough. Why not?
I hate chicken. We'll meet again, Crash Bandicoot!
And to the victors go the spoils. Congratulations, Bandicoots.
Thank you, Mr. Chicken Man. This is really cool and stuff, but we'd like to return the park ownership where it belongs, to Ebenezer Von Clutch. That there's right darn neighborly of ya, but I don't think it's gonna do him no good. Now that his black power gem is gone, it's time for old Ebenezer to drive that demolition derby in the sky.
Good save.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Crash was choking on his black power gem. We're just gonna skip the rest. Not much else happens, to be completely fair. It's just like, oh yeah, how can we like quickly, you know, finish up the story in like a relatively roundabout way. Now, what is this diorama that I've missed? It's directly below me, it looks like. Oh no, it's the kid. I think it's the fat kid. Wait, where's the fat kid?
I wish there were more sight gags around.
Or not. Oh, maybe it's the vending machine actually.
Where's the bathroom?
The vending machine, how could I forget? I thought I got this one. And then he like jumps on it and then crushes himself as a result. Nice. Heavy metal. Rock and roll. Alright. Von Kutcher's bowling lanes, done. Critter Clobber, done. Animal Farm Frenzy, yep. Dropped on Gin. Below the Briny, Mummy Mash, Astro Lanes, and of course the old Jellyfish Smack. So I feel like all of the remaining power crystals that I am missing are all basically just stuff that you can find around the parks, I guess. Let's go back to Happily Ever Faster and I guess work our way around that. Where the heck is Happily Ever Faster anyways? It's over there. I don't know why I thought it was somewhere else. Also, I was gonna press R2 to move faster, but I realized I'm not playing crap, what's it called? I'm not playing Expedition 33 at the moment. The only good minigame are the two bowling ones. I agree with that. I hate the chicken shooting. What else did we have? Protecting random objects and junk like that. Yeah, that was really annoying. Oh, it's Crash again, yay.
Welcome.
Yep, sorry, it's Crash again, and this time this is definitely going to be the last tag team racing stream at least. And of course, I think after that, I was thinking of doing, what's it called? Shoot, bad memory. Twinsanity, or something else along those lines. I was thinking about jumping back into Kingdom Hearts as well, and a couple of other things. Alright, chickens. Let's grab us some damn chickens. I should have done these as I was going through each area, so this would be a little bit easier to do. But now that I think about it, who knows? Crash Twinsanity or Crash Titan. Awesome. Yeah, it was either going to be Twinsanity or Titans. Again, Kingdom Hearts is on the menu, but the problem is that because of how long... Well, no, the game isn't long. Like, say, for example, Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, I could beat that in 5 hours. But my main issue is that when I play through it, I'm going to want to 100% it. So, that to me is going to take time. To get, like, enough dark matter for everything. And I'm specifically going to be playing Final Mix as well. I think it's worth mentioning. Rather than the original... Like the original PS2 release. Speaking of which, where the heck am I? Right. I need to activate the platforms because I forgot to do that. 5 hours, only if you're a speedrunner. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, it's not hard to do as long as you get the right skills that you need. And also, like, I mean, with speedrunning, not necessarily is what I would say. Like, you don't need to be a speedrunner to get something like that done. Kingdom Hearts 2 is not that long. It's just the cutscenes take up most of your time spent. That's true as well. Like, most of the time is spent by cutscenes. That's why when I did my 5-hour run for the Speedster trophy back on the PS3 when I played the, you know, HD collection, what ended up happening was that I did end up skipping all the cutscenes because I'd already played the game before, so I already knew the story. I already sat through the cutscenes before, so this was nothing new for me, at least, story-wise. Like, I knew exactly what was up and what was going on and etc, you know. But it is true, cutscenes are what take up most of it, and I think from a difficulty perspective, out of all of the Kingdom Hearts games, the ones that I had the most difficulty with would have had to have been Kingdom Hearts Breath by Sleep, because when I was playing that on Proud mode or Critical mode, I can't remember. No, I played it on Proud mode to do Terra's story. His was the hardest for me personally because of the fact that the final bosses for him, you have to fight like 5 bosses back to 3 or 4 bosses back to back, I guess. So that got really annoying. And it is incredibly tough if you're underprepared, which you're most likely going to be if you're running through a story for the first time. Need for Speed Shift is a great game, by the way. Huge improvement over Undercover. The only thing Undercover does better is having cops. Shift is the first game in the 3rd gen and is obviously very different. No, I agree with that. Yeah, like, that's exactly why I wanted to jump into Shift, was because it didn't have cops, and I feel like I would have had a better time with it as well. Right, I forgot. There's like chickens up here as well. Jeez. Terra moves very slowly, that's the problem. And the thing with Terra is you need to know how to like block and dodge and stuff as well. I just watched clips of Kung Fu Panda 4 again, and I can agree that most people, that it's so much less annoying than the 3rd movie. Which, like, that's good to know as well, of course. Let me just head back to here, because I need to head back to the top to get more chickens. I feel like I'm going to have to redo the chickens, because I need to hit, because I didn't hit the switches up here before. Yeah, no, but yeah, I think with Terra moving particularly slowly, he does a lot more heavier attacks as well. So not only does he move slowly, he attacks much slower. You need to know how to block and dodge and counter and whatever. I'm using the word like counter because I am like halfway to saying like the word parry instead, because I've been playing a lot of Expedition 33, and all I've been doing is just parrying my way through that game. It's just such a good time. Definitely my personal game of the year. Can't wait to do a review on the game when I finish with it, because yeah, like I said, it's just such a good time. Nothing but good things to say about it, in my opinion. Okay, now I need to get up onto the actual this thing here and then jump up. How the heck do I get up there again? I've completely forgotten. In fact, I would go to say that it's different from all 12 games preceding it. It's a GTA-like simcade. High quality as a result. It's very difficult though, but not as much as Dirt Rally. Now, Dirt Rally is like its own level of difficulty in some ways, which doesn't actually do the game any favors. And like you were saying, Dirt Rally 2.0 seemingly was also quite difficult in some ways as well. It makes sense why people like the 4th movie more than 3, because 4 at least got a few elements from the darker concept of the cancel storyline, while the final product of 3 did nothing. Yeah, but also, like, again, it depends on whether or not you want that dark product to be darker in the first place. I guess there are people who are looking forward to seeing 4 be closer to that of what they would like to see, as far as shoot, what's it called? The way in which thing was presented. Shoot. Hold on, I've opened that up. Finally, these ones are moving. Completely lost my train of thought there. Yeah, basically just trying to keep tone consistent across the board is just a tough thing to do. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Gran Turismo is a simcade as well. A full-on simulation is not recommended. A full-on simulation is never recommended. But the thing is that most people actually look at Gran Turismo as a full-on simulator, even though there are tougher simulators out there like Dirt Rally. Assetto Corsa is another one. I don't recommend it, but it is there if you want to play it. I can't possibly say anything good about Assetto Corsa because I've not had a good time playing it, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm very, very close to completing this one. Ah! The third generation is good though. We have Shift, Hot Pursuit 2010, Shift 2, The Run, Most Wanted 2012, and Rivals. They're all good games though. Have not played Shift or Most Wanted 2012 yet. I think you're going to like Most Wanted 2012. I actually genuinely do believe you'll like it. So I can't wait for you to actually jump in and give it a try. If you want help with the online trophies, let me know. I'm more than happy to jump in and help you with that. I will go back and delve deep into modern Most Wanted 2005 Carbon and Pro Street. Nah, it's fair. So close to doing the chickens, and yet I'm just standing here waiting for this platform. I can see 4 was trying to lead into that idea a little to bridge into 5, since they already put the Dragon Warrior replacement character to use after Poe dies, which the next film might put more element in. That's fair. I do wonder if that's, wise, but we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, I finally made it to the top. Oh my god. Will I be able to complete the chicken challenge? Potentially. 3, 2... No! Wait. Respawn me back to the top. Yes. 1. There's one more chicken and he's down there. Is he? Oh, no, no. Chicken challenge successful. Yay. Everything's been reset. I didn't find any additional power crystals, so I guess Happily Ever Faster is now completely done as far as I can see. I don't think GT is a simulation in full. Project Cars and Dirt Rally are, and I am just not into them much. I don't like the games that are so hard to complete. You are miserable given life is hard. I actually do want to try. Oh, what was it? I have Project Cars 2, I think it was. I've got that and I want to try and platinum it. But yeah, Pro Street has potential though. From the short time I played it, Undercover, go for the trophies, but honestly, it isn't the best. No, that's fair. Like, again, that is a absolutely fair assessment on the games in question. Because there's a lot to these games as well, mind you. And of course, Need for Speed as a franchise is huge. I think Kung Fu Panda 3 only foreshadowed Dark Moments in a vague way, because it was only supposed to be a spoof of the Dark concept in a funny way. But it's only a spoof if people see that it is in fact a joke in and of itself. I feel like people might not necessarily see it that way.
This sucks.
I'm gonna have to wait for the thing to come back because I fell off somehow. Tyrannosaurus Rex is next on the list for the chicken challenge. And then Toontown followed by Astroland. Astroland I almost completed anyways. Also, I knocked that poor guy off. Not again. I was supposed to jump off, but it completely flew me ahead.
You have many personal problems, don't you?
I'm like thinking, do I want to grab my drink now or do I want to grab my drink later? Project Cars 2 is the one I tried, man. It's just frustrating and I gave up. Because funnily enough, if I remember right, Project Cars 2 still has the online servers up, but you can't buy it anymore. Project Cars 3 is the only Project Cars game you can currently buy, because Project Cars 1 and 2 both got delisted due to, crap, what was it called? Licensing and car licensing and stuff like that. So I just wanted to mention that, like, that's actually kind of interesting that, like, car licensing and stuff can get in the way of, like, a game's availability on a storefront. And I think that may very well be why, you know, stuff like Shift are no longer available. Or Shift 2, rather. On online storefronts. Feeling sleepy again. I heard the dark concept of Kung Fu Panda 3 still has a few elements for Kai in the comedic version, but the difference was he was more in-depth, being a tragic character, being controlled by a demon. And again, demon control thing is a neat idea. It's just that we're separating, remember, the good Kai versus the bad Kai. You know what I mean? And going down that path of, like, okay, yin and yang of Kai, basically. Also, Need for Speed Shift, the Platinum is going to be very difficult and you will need to play it for the long run. I've only had it for a week and yeah, it's tough. Will really require commitment. So, I looked up the trophy guide for it and it doesn't seem that difficult, at least from, like, initial glances. But I could be completely wrong about that as well. Because again, I won't know until I actually try. But I'm glad that, like, only one DLC trophy requires a network connection or, like, online basically. But otherwise you don't actually need the internet for anything else as far as this game goes. Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have an easier time with Tyrannosaurus Rex than, say, Happily Ever Faster, but we'll see how that goes. I think Toontown is gonna be the toughest one of the lot. Now where's the damn chicken? I know he's around here somewhere. He's on a piece of wood. Where is that damn chicken? He's around here somewhere. Not much Daffy Duck, what's up, man? Just play it. The times and specific tasks, you'll know. I still need to get another copy of the game, mind you, since the copy I ended up buying was a complete dud, as you were saying. So I do need to actually get, like, another copy. Actually, you know what? Now I remember why I haven't played it yet. Because I'm playing a bunch of games for server shutdown reasons. And I happened to jump into one of the Game of the Year candidates, so I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? So I guess that's where I'm currently at. I think Kung Fu Panda 3 Kai did a bad job portraying his character because they only touched upon his yin side when he was joking around, but never showed his evil yang persona clear. That's absolutely fair. Which kart races is harder than Mario Kart 64 and Crash Team Racing 1999? That's a tough question because kart races are usually not that difficult. If you want to look for the next thing to try out, I would say Crash Nitro Kart would probably be your best bet. And I would either say go for the PS2 version over the GBA version. I think outside of that, there really isn't much more to mention, I don't think. Also, I have a suspicion that the chicken is up there. Maybe. I could be completely wrong about that, but let's just see if I can find the damn guy. Because I know I ran into him before. Because I think that Crash Nitro Kart is more skill intensive than Crash Team Racing. At least it definitely feels that way. Because there's a lot more skill expression. Here we go, and then jump up across. Cool. I'm gonna take the other road. Hopefully that will be the one. By the way, I've criticized a lot of Need for Speed ranking videos lately, and the ones that are constantly panned are Need for Speed World No Limits, both online only, Undercover, Most Wanted 2012, and Need for Speed 2015 is also criticized. Out of all of these, or like the ones that I've played, which are Most Wanted 2012 and Need for Speed 2015, 2015 definitely deserves to be criticized. It's easily the worst Need for Speed game of all time. The online only ones, can't speak to them, no longer online after all. I think beyond that, there really isn't much to say about how some of these other ones are. Oh, the chicken's right here. Never mind. I thought I completely missed out on them. Anyway. I think what they're going towards Kai being similar to Shindu because one of his powers from the talisman was Yin and Yang Tiger Zodiac that releases evil sight to cause destruction. And like I said, I could absolutely see that being the case. Whoop. There's like 185 chickens here. Why the hell are there so many chickens? Alright. Get a few more here. Nope, I died somehow. Because of rubber hard CPU races and kart races. Well, I mean, rubber banding can be a problem, but the rubber banding only kicks in sometimes, and even then is usually due to luck-related reasons. It's never because you're too skilled or anything. It's usually because, the rubber banding was... I mean, you need to, like, be way ahead of the competition for the rubber banding to also feel incredibly unfair as well. So I feel like you're more after unfair games rather than those that are not necessarily difficult, if that makes sense. That's what it sounds like you're after. Also, damn it. Jump on this one. Jump on this one. Jump back towards here. Oh. Couple more on this side. I feel like I need to get the ones here at the beginning first, otherwise I'm likely going to struggle later on to find more chickens. Yep, so these are all the ones at the beginning. Got most of them at least. I can't believe I watched Legend of Rabbit 2015 10 times already for being so good. Even being better than Kung Fu Panda 2 in my opinion. Ooh, that's a spicy take right there. For competition, first and second place. Yeah, not too sure what to make of that one. I've somehow gotten most of, like, nearly half of the actual... Ah! Fell in the water. Ah, water. But, even so... Oh. One. Two. Damn it. Well, hold on. Which way am I even trying to go? Can I actually double jump? No, that's too far away. I landed here? There's no chickens here, damn it. Okay. I have to make up for this by trying to go backwards, I guess? I don't know. I'm in a weird spot now where I feel like I'm going to be wasting time trying to get these ones. So I feel like I'm better off trying to get all the other ones and then come back to this one. It's only like, what, 3 chickens that I'm missing here? Something to that extent. Also, wait. What am I missing here? Oh, there's chickens here. Oh, you know what? I'm probably better off just trying to get more chickens elsewhere. No! Chicken challenge failed. Damn it. I highly recommend you watch Legend of Rabbit Marshal of Fire because you don't know what you're missing. It's worth it for a 2-hour movie. I really need to get to it. I really do. Oh, I could have just taken this over here, which would have been a hell of a lot easier than what I was trying to do before. Huh. So, I could have still been probably doing the chicken challenge right now if it weren't for me making an awful decision, huh? Let's challenge the chicken. Right, so. Now that I've got a better plan at the back of my mind, let's do that instead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump up here, grab all of these ones, and then grab the ones down here. Now before I climb up, I'm going to grab the ones that are here on this volcano thingy what's-a-bobbit, right? Then we're gonna make our way backwards, get the ones that are across the top here, because this is the most difficult area to get to in the entirety of Tyrannosaurus Rex. I hate the chicken challenges most in the game. I agree, the chicken challenges, absolutely the worst. Crashinator, close second. Legend of a Rabbit Prototype was an alright movie too, just more of a repeat of watching the first Kung Fu Panda. And it's like what you said before, is that that it was originally more of like a Kung Fu Panda clone before they got to the good one, which was the 2015 movie. Oh, there are chickens up there. Damn it, really? Why are the chickens up there? I was looking at where the minigame guy was. He's got chickens near him, and I don't like that because that's annoying to get up to. Okay, I'm just going to make my way back up again a little bit, and instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up here, grab some of these chickens, and then plop down, and I'm going to hit the geyser here, which will then allow me to get these chickens, and then I'm going to double jump onto this geyser here, and then I'm going to hit the switch, hit the switch, jump up onto here. Nope, that did not work as well as I'd hoped. Can I jump to here directly? I can. Woo. Okay. And then just jump over here. Sweet. Which will then result in me using this geyser to get up to where the minigame guy is. Perfect. That means all I need to do is drop down to the very beginning area and start collecting the chickens from there. Ideally, I should be in a good spot now with chicken collecting. Oh, and I forgot there's some on the snake as well. Well, you know what? The ones on the snake, they'll give me additional time to get the ones that are elsewhere. That is what I hope the final Kung Fu Panda movie could look like, if it uses the serious tone of the martial art fire to see how Po becomes mature. That's in hopefully, but like I said, we'll have to kind of wait and see, because again, we won't know until the movie finally comes out and happens. Because the thing is that, because their tone has gone in both directions, I could see it going either way. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, I could see it going either way. Damn it. Why is the timing off on these platforms off all the time? Ah, I should just jumped. That was a mistake. Hold on. So this platform right here is going to be the key to me getting to that platform. Yeah, now it's up. Sweet. Let's get moving. Oh, and there's some more chickens here. Oop, bit of a sneeze. It's funny, sometimes when I like stream, people think, oh, is this like pre-recorded or whatever. I don't think you can, I mean, you can try and pre-record a sneeze. I don't think it's such a good idea, but you could if you wanted to. Oh boy. It's not that, my allergies aren't flaring up as bad as they used to, which is good. Good old hay fever, you know what I mean? Now, I'm going to jump down onto the bridge here and start grabbing these ones. Then I'm going to jump down even further onto ground floor so I can grab whatever's here. Doesn't look like there is much of anything. I think it's just one chicken in the middle. So I do need to grab a couple here. Cool, got them. And then hopping onto here. Boom, back up here. Now, across the elephant we go. Where we'll stop, I don't know. So, if a penguin hits you, do you lose chickens? I actually don't know. That's a very good question. Because the thing is that the chickens do denote coins. And I don't see why you wouldn't lose chickens. But also it doesn't make sense for you to lose chickens. Because they aren't coins. But they are similar. So I don't know. That's actually a very good question. Also, god damn it, why are we going up and down so much? Alright, here we go. So that's another group of chickens earned. Will I make it? No, I will not. That is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Now then, I'll just drop down completely, I think. Need to get like the remaining chickens on this ladder. Then I'm gonna hop up to here. Grab this one. Are there any chickens here? Does not look like it. Okay. So that means there's a chicken up there. So I gotta... I think all I have left now is this glacial area. That's what it seems like. So hopefully it'll be easy. Kung Fu Panda will only be serious again if they hire the writers who wrote the scenario for 2 again. And that is if they even hire those writers again. Because keeping in mind, Kung Fu Panda 2 was a pretty long time ago. I can't remember when, but it was a while ago. Oh, there's chickens below, I think. With 9 chickens left and not much time. Come on. Where's the platform? Where's the platform? Time is running out. Wait, why isn't he jumping up? Oh, there we go. Wait, where's the last chicken? Where was I missing the last chicken? Oh man, that's disappointing. I think, was it over there where the Wumpa Whip is? No. Oh no, it must have been this one here. Wait, hold on. I want to check something. I'm like thinking to myself, is it even worth actually trying to do the chicken challenges? Because I don't think so. I'm like missing 7 power crystals and I have no clue where the heck they are. What could I possibly be missing? Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, whether or not it's even worth trying to like continue, or whether or not I want to like jump to Twin Sanity now. Because the thing is that the chicken challenges don't really give you anything. Oh, big one. Where's the penguin? Oh, there you go. How long does it take for these platforms to come back? Or they're not coming back? And I have to come back around the other way. Oh boy. Alright. What I'll do is I'm just going to create a new live stream on here we go. So what was it again? It was Crash Twin Sanity. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, this should do it. I'm just gonna remove that. I gotta put in like a new what's it called? Group of thumbnails, I think. Hold on, wait. Crash Twin. This actually looks interesting. More than I actually kind of gave it credit for. Open image, a new tab. Copy that. Go back to here. Boom. Change. Click. It's that should be fine, I think. Next. Done. Alright, sweet. So Twin Sanity is night and day from this. That's fair. So basically what I've done is I've created a new stream for Twin Sanity. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to end, I think, Tag Team Racing here. And we'll just go straight into Twin Sanity. So just give me a sec. And I'm just going to share the link to the stream. 1 second. It's already on my channel, but I'm just gonna like share it in the chat. So yeah, feel free to kind of jump in to Twin Sanity, and I'm just gonna end this stream here. So if you're on Twitch or Kick, you don't need to do anything. I think it's just YouTube needs to jump into the next stream. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do that. Twin Sanity humor might hurt my eyes compared to Titans. Nah, that's perfectly fair. Anyway, so I'm just gonna end this one here. And I'll start up Twin Sanity. So I'll see you guys in a bit.